They'll go. Richards has kind of been a one-man wrecking crew for them all season long, as we've had the opportunity to call a number of his games. He's had multiple 5-score games as he lines up again with Fitzpatrick in his back pocket. 3 right, 1 to left. Man in motion from right to left. As Richards takes a snap, turns again. Fitzpatrick right up that middle, cuts it back against the grain across the 50. And he'll stumble forward to about the 48-yard line, make a nice 3rd and 3.
Yeah, it's nice when you can run the ball and get, 3, 4, 5 yards at a time. Makes it easy for that 3rd down with only 3, 4 yards to go.
So Fitzpatrick checks back into the game as Hubard checks out. Richards will send 1 far side right, 3 to the near side left as he comes set in the shotgun formation. Fitzpatrick on his right-hand hip as he checks over the defense. Takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself, design quarterback keeper right up the middle. He's got a crease out across the 40, down inside the 30. And he'll get wrapped up and brought down about the 38-yard line. A nice run right up the middle.
Yeah, LaShawn Willett for Zanesville decided to take a little back ride here for about 5 or 6 yards. Tried to get him down, but that was practicing of, I don't know if they even teach this anymore, but, tackling drills always, wrap the legs. Instead, you see more and more people just jumping on their backs and hoping that they fall.
Yeah.
That time it didn't happen until about 6 or 7 yards down the field.
Legs are important. That is for sure. So, again, shotgun formation. This time he's going to have running back lined up about 3 feet behind him as Richards. As he turns, fakes the handoff to Hubbard. He comes back to this side on a wide receiver screen. He's got a man to beat out across the 25, and he'll get down inside to about the 21 before he goes down there, as that was Landon Dawson on the reception. So we'll call it 2nd down and 3, as, again, their offense has shown no signs of struggle so far on this first possession. 9:30 to go here in the first quarter. 0-0 is our score. As Hubbard is again in the backfield with Richards on his right-hand hip. 2 right, 1 near side left. Man in motion from right to left, and we're going to have a penalty and false start. Well, there is something Ron and I are extremely used to. Yellow flags. And last week, Ron, I thought I was going to get away from them for the first half, and then all of a sudden the second half, like they had to overcompensate for not showing up in the first half. It was brutal.
And they had it.
Yeah.
These are the things, though, that as a coach for Mount Vernon, the Jackets, you don't want to see that. Like you said, you're still working on, you're still moving forward. A lot of season left. You don't want those mistakes to start creeping in.
One more of those against this team gives them a little momentum, too. So, again, shotgun 2 right, 1 left. Hubbard gets the snap. He goes off that left-hand side. He gets hit in the backfield or right at the line of scrimmage, keeps his knees off the ground somehow, and he'll fall forward for about 1 yard. That was an excellent effort run there by that young man. So it brings up a 3rd down. We're going to call it 6 or 7. We'll call it 7. Ball rests on the near hash mark at the 25-yard line inside Zanesville territory, as Mount Vernon is on their first offensive possession of the game. This time he'll go with an empty backfield, does Richards, as he sends 3 out right, 2 to the near side left. Checks over that defense. He takes a snap, drops, quick hitter to the left-hand side, and in and out of his receiver's hands, as that was Landon Schlosser as the intended receiver, the senior. I think it was just a little bit low.
Yeah, it was definitely a low pass. Couldn't get the handle on it. Saw the turf dirt go up in the air before the got to the receiver. So, yep, 4th down. They're going to give it a go here.
Brings up a 4th and 7. Ball resting at the 25-yard line. Richards breaks the huddle with Hubbard on the left, sends him right, now brings him back left. 2 left, 2 to the right on the split outs. As he looks over the defense again, a base 4-3, shell coverage, nothing aggressive. As he checks into the middle, he's got his receiver there, and this time he's able to catch the ball. I believe the back judge helped to screen the defender for him, but that puts him all the way down inside the 5 to the 2 and makes it 1st and goal.
Boy, that was a nice connection to Landon Dawson, cutting across the middle. Beautiful pass, and he just, had plenty of yard in front of him to get it down there to the 2-yard line.
So quickly to the line they go, 3 left, 1 far right as Hubbard lines up on the left-hand hip with Mason. Gets the snap, turns, hands it off, and right up the middle he goes. Touchdown, Jackets. So 7:49 here in the first quarter. Hubard with a 2-yard run. And that puts the Jackets up 6-0.
Well, you'd like a start like that if you're the Jackets. You know, you just march right down the field. You stuck it in there and get your first point of the game with 7:49, like you said, to go the first quarter. So they'll go for the point after.
And that will be Carter Meserly lining up to do the kicking as he gets his foot into it. It's end over end kick, and our score here is Mount Vernon 7, Zanesville nothing. You're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
Or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community. Offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
Back at it we go here as the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets get set to kick this one off, up 7-0 with 7:49 to go here in the first quarter. As we will get the chance to see the first opportunity here for the Blue Devils offense. Back deep to return the kick is going to be Maddox Muller. And joining him will be Cameron Willett. Carter will have the ball teed up as he gets his approach to it, gets his right foot into it. It's a low squib kick, and it will be Willett who takes it at about the 15. Stutter steps at the 17. He's trying to get to the outside at the 20, and he'll fall forward to about the 22-yard line, and there they take him down.
Well, we'll get to see the Blue Devils in their offense now for the first time tonight, so we'll see how they're able to react to what just happened as the Jackets marched down. Took it from the 45-yard line all the way down for 7 points.
You want to at least have a more than a 3-and-out kind of drive, a drive that allows you to take a little bit of that time off the clock, doesn't get their offense right back out on the field. But right now, as we see set, they will come ready in a shotgun formation. He's going to have two split out to the right, one in the back as he takes a snap, turns, hands it off, and he's got nowhere to go. He's actually going to lose a yard, as that was Bentley Beaver on the carry. Handoff by Hazlitt. And one of the things, like you said, Ron, the number of kids and then the size.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of big kids up front on that offensive line. I mean, these kids, you're looking 230, 215, 222, 210, 240. It's not a lot of meat to move the line of scrimmage. So these running backs are going to have a tough row of it as they get ready here again. Pistol formation. 2 right, 1 left as the handoff goes. He's going to try to get to the outside. Does Beaver. He made one man miss at the 20 and then gets wrapped up at the 25, 26-yard line. And he's going to be a little slow to get up here. Kind of an awkward fall there as he went down. The defender kind of got him from behind on the shoulder. Nothing nefarious about the tackle, but just the angle and the way the legs kind of bent underneath him. He is down on the ground there, so while they're attending to him, we're going to step out. You're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
Whether it's your home, farm, auto, business, RV, or boat, Griffin Insurance has you covered. Located at 300 Coshocton Avenue in Mount Vernon, we've been protecting what matters most to Knox County for decades. Call 740-397-7488 today and experience the trusted local service you deserve. Griffin Insurance, coverage you can count on from people you know.
Howard Hilton Grill, just east of Apple Valley on Coshocton Road, has a casual, cozy atmosphere, offering comfort food and good times. Open daily from 10 in the morning to 1 a.m., now adding Sunday morning breakfast at 8 a.m. The Howard Hilton also recently added on an outdoor tiki bar seating patio option with big screen TV. Stop by and enjoy great tastes like the Hilton Burger or enjoy Taco Tuesdays at the Howard Hilton.
So the young man was able to get up and walk off on his own power. Yes, that was Caden English. But now Quincy Chasen is going to check in as they send him in motion out of the back. They're going to give him a little swing pass, and he's got a little bit of room, but he dropped the ball as I believe his eyes kind of went forward looking for the open space, and he forgot to haul it in, so that brings up a 4th down and a quick 3 and out here for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, there's nothing there, no matter where they went, left, right. Had a little bit of an opportunity. The play before that, the injury, but yeah, brings up 4th and long, so punt this one away. And Mount Vernon Jackets going to have some pretty good field position depending on the kicker here, Bentley Beaver.
Again, a young team, a lot of freshmen and sophomores starting on this team, as Wolf will set up camp right about his own 36-yard line. Beaver will be set up right about his own 14. It's a high snap, and that's what you didn't want in this situation. Now as he is right around the 1-yard line and just falls on it, but that is a huge break as Mount Vernon will have less than a yard to go to the end zone.
Oh, man, that thing went skyrocketed over his head, almost into the end zone, but it might as well have gone into the end zone. Jackets now with the ball on the 1-yard line here in the first quarter, 6:40 to go. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Jackets scored first, 7-0 is where we sit right now, and soon to be, I think I can safely say 14-0 if they get the point after.
Short of a fumble. Yeah, there's no reason you can't get this. So again, Richards lines up shotgun formation. Hubard on his right-hand hip. 3 right, 1 to the near side left. Takes a snap, turns, hands it off. Hubard up the left side, and in he goes. Touchdown Jackets. So it's just a formality at that point as Hubard runs it in for his 2nd touchdown today, a 1-yard run. Pushes the score out to 13-0. As they get ready here for the extra point. Meserly will have the ball teed up right about the 10-yard line. As the snap is back, kick is up. Kick's good. So our score is Mount Vernon 14, Zanesville nothing. You're listening to Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
Are you mechanically inclined and ready to take your career to the next level? If you have experience working on mechanical equipment such as engines or machinery, Ariel Corporation is looking for you. We offer great pay, excellent benefits, unrivaled retirement savings programs, and a safe, clean, and climate-controlled work environment with company-provided tools. Located in Mount Vernon, we offer stability and growth. Apply now at arielcorp.com. That's ARIEL Corp.com.
Dreaming of greater independence? Knox County Mobility Management is your path to accessible transportation. Whether you need to get to the grocery, the doctor, or just somewhere that you need to be, call 740-392-2200, extension 2218. Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. Free transportation coordination services are provided at no charge. Visit knoxhealth.com to learn more. Knox Public Health. Let us help get you where you want to go.
Back to action we come. Meserly will be kicking off as Mount Vernon leads 14-0 with 6:36 to go here in the first quarter. End over end kick taken by the up man at the 15. He'll cut it across the 25. Made a man miss out across the 30 as he got around the crease to the 40. And out of bounds he goes.
Nice little run there by Maddox Muller for Zanesville, getting that kickoff. And, well, that was a great run, great effort. Got him down to around the 39-yard line, but we got a yellow flag on the field.
Well, I mean, it's, one of those things every week. It seems to want to make an appearance. And this week will be no exception. Yeah, it's frustrating for a young team like Zanesville to have that happen. You had a nice kick return. You're going to get a little more breathing room field position as you're going to be out around the 40-yard line. But that holding is going to bring you all the way back to, well, your own 13-yard line.
We talk about the young team, and, we got, Caden English, he's a freshman. Zayden Wallace, a freshman. Quincy Chasen, a freshman. Freshman.
Yep, and there's a freshman right there. They tried to get in the backfield again on a little swing pass. It's there for him. The young man just is having a hard time wrangling those passes in.
But you get these young guys out on the field on a Friday night, get some playing time. But you know what? You're going to get some improvement. You're going to build the program. And you know what? Who knows what's going to happen when they're juniors and seniors.
100%. And you get that going as they start filling the ranks and the younger kids come in behind them. A little bit different mentality, a little more rough and tough. You know, you have to work for it, and that kind of helped build that program moving forward. So right now, Hazlitt's got a pistol formation. He's going to turn, hand it off. That was 21, Bentley Beaver, for the carry there. Trying to get out around that right-hand corner, and he just could not. Oh, excuse me, that's Caden English again back in the game. So good to see that young man return after his injury.
Nice little first, second and third effort to try to get around there. Just couldn't cut loose, and the Jackets defense stepped up to the challenge.
I think at this stage, almost if you could, I don't know if you can because it's a difficult process, but you almost need either like a delayed draw or a little bit of a screen. This front line here for the Yellow Jackets is just teeing off, coming 100% upfield. As Hazlitt is going to try to go downfield, and that is caught with the defender draped on him like a cheap drape in an old mansion. That young man went up. That is Connor Johnson, the 5'10", 200-pound sophomore for the Blue Devils. High pointed it at the 42 and picks him up a first down.
And I tell you, that delivery from the quarterback there, Hazlitt, it was kind of like a sidearm type throw. I mean, it was really a great throw, but it was kind of awkward looking. And what a great catch.
So 1st and 10, the Blue Jackets now knocking on the territory of the Yellow Jackets. Blue Jackets again. Geez, oh Pete. Blue Devils. Quick turn handoff. English on the dive off that right side. Tried to spin out of the first contact, but the Cavalry showed up and took him down, and that'll be right back to the line of scrimmage he goes and no more.
It's like the center for Zanesville, a little slow getting up, but back up on his feet. Into the huddle he goes.
So 2nd down, they said he lost a yard on that, and it's going to be 11 with 4:43 to go here in the first quarter. 14-0 is our score. As Zanesville breaks huddle, comes in line of scrimmage again. Shotgun formation. English in the backfield with Hazlitt. He's going to send one far left, two to the near side right. Pressure looking to be applied from the left side. He calls it out. As it comes, he gets hit on the throw, and that's going to be pass interference. 2 flags on that one, as he was again looking for his target. Something tells me he's got a good relationship with Connor Johnson, but the defender, I believe number 21 for Mount Vernon, Cole Smith, again, hands over his shoulders, a little too much restriction of movement going on there. Pass interference.
You gotta think as a coach, for the Jackets and kind of watching what's going on. You're playing Zanesville, they haven't won a game all season, but you still want to make sure that you're eliminating the errors, eliminating a penalty like what you just saw, because you're playing a team that doesn't have an 0-5 record, who is maybe 3-3, 4-1, 5-1. You cannot have those mental mistakes. It'll hurt you in the long run.
Exactly. And that gives that gives Zanesville its first possession inside Mount Vernon territory at the 44-yard line. Hazlitt will have 2 left, one to the near side right. English in the backfield with him. Takes the handoff, tries to go left. He is able to find a little bit of a crease, and this time falls forward for a gain of about 3.
Nice tackle in there by Nick Brokaw.
So 2nd down, we'll call it 7. As Zanesville comes set in the huddle with the play call from the sidelines. Ball resting just shy of that 40-yard line, right about the 41, right in the middle of the field at the logo. Mind you, remember, stick around after the game for the Pizza Cottage Player of the Game. Good Lord, Ron, we need to take my wife away from me. Hazlitt with the snap again. He's going to go Johnson
nice
again.
catch.
He's able to get it, and he made the defender catch. He tried to jump on his back. Well, I tell you what, that corner over there, Cole Smith, is getting a education in defense or lack thereof.
Yeah, definitely.
As Johnson is not afraid to get physical with you. Did an excellent job feeling him on his back, just kind of lowered his center of gravity, let his momentum take him over top, stayed up and picked up more yards.
Yep, once again, Zanesville showing some movement here offensively. And once again, a good pass, nice catch. Picked up a few extra yards after the catch. So, yep, those corners over there need to buckle down.
Again, pistol formation. One left. Oop, we got flags, and what do we have? Encroachment, lined up offsides on the defense. A little bit like we talked about in being this game round. This kind of stuff that if you're not sharp on your basic fundamentals, a team like Zanesville can hang around long enough to give you a little bit of scare, and if you're really not careful and get some extra penalties that you don't need, it's like you give them these free yards and give them that opportunity to score. So 1st and 5 after that penalty. Pistol formation again. Johnson with Smith on the far sideline. 2 split out near side right. As it looks like English in the backfield. He's going to get the, nope, fake the handoff. Haslett takes it himself, and he is met right at the line of scrimmage. Smith recognizing that play and doing a good job tackling him and making him lose a yard.
3:20 to go here in the first quarter. Zanesville's, Blue, I'm going to say Blue Jackets. Thank you, Kyle.
Yes, hey, anytime.
The Jackets, 14, Zanesville trying to put something in here in the first quarter.
So 2nd down, we'll call it 6, ball at the 14-yard line. The clock at 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Haslett breaks huddle, shotgun formation. 2 right, 1 far side left. It's going to be Johnson. English in the backfield on his right-hand hip this time. Steps back, he's going to throw, he's going to look left, and just overshot Johnson. He was open, but the ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, he ran a really good route over there on the far side. He got past the first down marker. He just turned around, did a little hook pattern. The pass was just, like you said, it's up and over and out of bounds it went, but that was a nice play. It developed nicely. They just couldn't connect.
So 3rd down now as the ball is resting inside that 15-yard line on the far hash mark. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors, Mr. Water Heater Guy, Velvet Ice Cream, Conway Danville Pharmacy, Citywide Solutions, Knox Public Health Mobility Management, and Dansbury Senior Living. So 3rd down, coach, as the bells toll. Shotgun formation, 1 left, 3 to the right. English on his right-hand hip as he rolls that way. He's looking downfield. Now the pressure comes, got the ball away, and again, incomplete. A tough throw on the run, and it just sailed out of bounds, bringing up a 4th down.
Yeah, just out of reach of Maddox Moeller there for the Blue Devils. 4th down, nothing else to do but go for this one for sure when you're inside the 15-yard line and haven't scored.
Tell you what, Ron, you watch this young quarterback so far here in the first quarter. We'll see how he goes throughout the game, but you see the potential there. You see what he has, and then you watch Johnson on the outside. There's another young man with a lot of potential. If you could find a couple hogs to put on that front line, change your fortunes a little bit. Again, pistol formation this time. English sent out of the backfield. 2 left, 2 to the right. He's going to look into the back corner, and again, overshot his receiver. A little too excited on that throw as he was intended to hook up with Maddox Moeller on the back corner route.
Moeller took a licking, and he's still ticking. He's up on his feet, but it's a little slow. He got nailed right in the ribs. A good hit, nothing bad about it. Went up in the air, touched the ball, and the defense was right there, but a little slow getting up. But he's back into the huddle, and he'll now regroup on the defensive side.
That reference you made there right now, Ron, may not have been understood by anybody born after 95.
Sorry.
That's a good reference. I knew what you meant. So
Here's what I'm going to say, though. I think the people that are watching, the people are among they got it.
They got it.
They're at home saying, "Oh man, he must be older than I am."
Quick handoff here is going to be to Hubard, and he'll go off that left side, push out across the 15. And
he has no clue.
No. And he'll go down right about the 19-yard line. So a nice gain on 1st down. Brings up a 2nd down and 5 with 2:18 to go here in the first quarter. 14-0 our score. A nice steady pace here for Mount Vernon. You've seen that all game long. Like, that's the one thing that they don't seem out of rhythm. They found that nice rhythm. Penalty a couple times have caused them a hiccup, but other than that, a pretty clean game. 2 left, 2 to the right, and, well, I jinxed them, Ron. It's going to be a false start. Man, I tried.
Yeah, I know. You know, I say this a lot. I'm sorry, but, man, as a coach, that has got to be one of the most frustrating things. You know,
especially in week 6.
Yeah.
And you're on the offensive line. I mean, you know the count.
You should.
Yeah. So, again, 2nd down now and 10. Shotgun formation, 2 left, 2 to the right. Hubard in the backfield on his right-hand hip. Man in motion from left to right. As he takes a snap, Handoff. Hubard tried to get around the corner, and a great job there. What a one-man effort. And I believe that was number 52.
Yeah, in on the tackle. There's a variety of people. I know 23 was in on it. R.J. Gladden, a few other ones. Really, it was kind of hard to depict the actual number of the initial, I want to call stranglehold, because it looks like he grabbed him right around the top of the shoulder pads and wrestled him down.
Did all that while the offensive tackle for Mount Vernon was trying to drive him backwards too. So a little feat of strength there. I believe that was 52, the junior, one of the lone upperclassmen here for the Blue Devils, playing the right end position.
Trio lad.
So empty backfield now, 3 left, 2 to the right for Richards as he looks over that defense, takes his snaps, going to drop back. He's got time, he's got a crease, and we're right behind the 2 defenders. He split the linebackers, and it was nothing but pay dirt as he takes off for the races. Touchdown, Jackets! What a play right there as that young man went 88 yards to the house. Right up the middle on a little bit of a seam route. Split the 2 linebackers. And he pushes the score up to 20-0. As that was Landon Dawson on the reception. You saw, you just saw that form perfectly. He got right in between the 2 linebackers, and the safeties were split out far. Nobody in the middle of the field, and away he went. So they line up for the extra point. Kick is up, kick is good. Our score here, Mount Vernon 21, Zanesville nothing. You're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
This is Lorraine from Buckeye Stoves. Crisp air, hot chocolate, and football. This is what I think about when fall approaches. I also think about wood, pellet, and gas stoves. At Buckeye Stoves, we can take care of you from start to finish. Are you ready for heating season? Call Buckeye Stoves to schedule a chimney sweep or dryer event. Maintenance is the key. Buckeye Stoves, located on State Route 95 in Fredericktown. BuckeyeStoves.com. Buckeye Stoves, the cozy way to save.
There's something magical about fall at Velvet's Ye Old Mill. Crisp air, changing leaves, and the sweet taste of our delicious ice cream. But don't wait. The season wraps up at the end of October, and so do our scoops. High school athletes, wear your team jersey and score 50% off a single dip scoop in a sugar or cake cone or bowl. Come make one more memory before the season ends. Velvet's Ye Old Mill, where every scoop is a tradition worth savoring.
So Messler gets the ball teed up. Mount Vernon's looking at a 21-0 lead with 37 seconds to go here in the first quarter. As Muller will line up along with Willett to return the kick. Both setting up shop right about their own 12-yard line. Going to be a low bouncing kick. It's going to check up at about the 10. Willett's going to need to pick it up. If it doesn't go out of bounds, and it does. Woo! Yeah. Boy, he got lucky there. That was who was going to get there first, the ball or Mount Vernon?
One little roll of the tip of the football to get out of bounds. So, yeah, big break for the Blue Devils. But that'll bring us to the end. Oh, no, it won't. 37 seconds to go yet here in the first quarter. So thought everybody was going over. I thought, okay, the first quarter's over.
Nope, they'll get a first and 10 from the 35, will the Blue Devils. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors: Buckeye Stoves, Pizza Cottage, Spearman Financial Services, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Howard Hilton, Griffin Insurance, Starting Point in Knox County, and the Knox County Veteran Services Office. So Zanesville will come out of the sideline huddle as Hazlitt will lead his team onto the field into a pistol formation. Johnson will be alone to the left. He'll have 2 near side to the right. English in the backfield lined up in the pistol formation behind him. As he looks over the defense, takes a snap, low snap. He's going to keep it himself after he fakes the handoff. Tried to get around that outside corner, and I tell you what, the closing speed right there from 45 for Mount Vernon.
Yeah, Luke Mullins, man, I tell you what, I remember a couple weeks ago they were playing Johnstown. He when he eyeballs that ball, he knows where it is. He will accelerate quickly, just like you saw there. What a great effort on his part. Dropped him for a yard loss, second down.
So the Blue Devils will look at a second down and 12. I got a feeling they'll be more than happy to let the final 6 seconds roll off here in the first quarter as they walk towards the sideline. They do. So our score at the end of 1 here, Mount Vernon 21, Zanesville nothing. You're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
Welcome to Danbury Mount Vernon by StoryPoint Group, where we spend every minute of every day providing the best for our residents. We offer living options from villas to independent living, assisted living, and memory care. Our network of communities offers a calendar of enriching activities, fresh chef-prepared meals daily, and a supportive and dedicated team, all of which creates an unmatched experience for seniors and families. If you're looking for an award-winning senior living community that feels like home, then Danbury Senior Living is right for you. Come and discover why life at Danbury Community is so special.
Cold showers, leaky water heater. This looks like a job for Mr. Water Heater Guy, here to save the day. Brand new water heaters installed with a tank for just $11.99. Or go tankless with the Renai system for only $34.99. And general plumbing just $225. Parts and labor out the door. Incredible pricing, incredible service. Call 740-324-9912. Mr. Water Heater Guy. Up, and hot water heater problems away.
From home. Start of the second quarter, Mount Vernon on defense and leading 21-0 over top of Zanesville. As the Blue Devils get set, shotgun formation. 2 left, 1 far side right. As English is in the backfield, Hazlitt's going to step back. He's going to unleash to Johnson, and this time he overshot him as it was one-on-one down the far sideline there with Smith. And falls incomplete.
Yeah, it was a great effort by Smith. He saw the ball coming. They just couldn't make that turn fast enough to step in for the interception. Brings up 3rd and long once again for Zanesville.
3rd and 12 to be exact if you keeping score at home. As the Blue Devils look to the far sideline for the play call. Trailing 21-0 here in the second quarter with 11:55 to go. Shotgun formation again, as there'll be 2 left, 1 far side right. English in the backfield with Hazlitt. As he checks over the defense, comes set, he's going to drop back, he's going to step up, almost lost the ball, somehow maintained control as he gets around the corner to the 40, up to the 45. And right there again, he ran into the enforcer for Mount Vernon, but that is a penalty back there. It's going to be a hold, and it's probably all going to come back. But Luke Mullins,
man,
he sees red.
He does, man. I'm telling you, and he gets there fast. It's impressive for a guy he's a bigger guy, runs on the inside linebacker spot in the defensive line, and man, he just hauls.
He's got speed, man.
He's fast.
He's got that closing speed. Or as Gus Johnson would say, he's got that get away from the cops kind of speed. So it is a hold on Zanesville. He's going to move the ball all the way back inside the 25 to the 23. So what was a first down play is now just a brutal punishment play for Hazlitt, and he's going to have to do it all over again as it's now 3rd down and 22. So he's going to break huddle, shotgun formation. Actually, he left the field, and we're going to have a backup quarterback in there right now. It's going to be Maddox Muller. Be 3 left, 1 right, as there looks like to be a little bit of confusion. Muller is going to take the snap. He's going to drop it. Pressure's right there. He is running for his life. Somehow got the ball away and caught. But it's going to be nowhere near the first down marker as he went down at the 30-yard line. And he was able to hook up with Carson Hostutler for a gain of about 8. I believe what happened on that last play is Hazlitt's helmet came off. So he had to go off the field. They had to run offense with their backup quarterback. So they will line up to do punting duties again here. Last time didn't go so well as they snapped it almost into the end zone. This time a better snap. Kick is away. It's going to be a low end-over-end kick. Wolf's going to watch it and pick it up at about the 38. He'll make a man miss, cut it back in across the 50. He made another man miss. I don't know how.
Oh, he fumbled.
Now he forgot the football, and luckily for him, it flew out of bounds as he was playing ring around the rosy. On the tackle there for Zanesville was Ethan Morrison.
Yeah, that was just one of those things. I think he was just trying to do a little too much, then end up losing the handle on the ball. And like you said, fortunately, he was on the sidelines, and it went out of bounds, so they'll still get the ball here, 1st and 10.
So we'll see here now as they are taking their time coming off the sideline. Was there a penalty marker that came in on that play, Ron? Did we miss something here?
Well, there is one. I'm looking down here right around the 33-yard line, so I'm not quite sure.
Sideline infraction, maybe?
What it is yet, but.
Personal foul. On Zanesville. Wow. Ooh, boy, that's going to be a tough one. So that's going to move the ball way deep inside Zanesville territory as they march it off, and it'll look like it'll be about a 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. And that is not what you need if you're this Blue Devil defense, as shortening the field doesn't help you out at all.
Not at all.
So Richards comes off the sideline with Hubard and the rest of his teammates as they'll line up in a shotgun formation. He'll send 2 far side left, 1 to the near side right. And what are we doing now? Whistles are blown again. And we're telling a player he has to go off the field.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on.
Equipment malfunction, maybe? Not quite sure. He was kind of holding his hands down as if showing his forearms.
There's only 10 people out there right now for Zanesville.
House of Pain is getting ready to jump around.
Yeah. Bring it up. It's like homecoming here.
It is homecoming.
At the Jacket Stadium.
Got the neon dress code going for the student section.
Yeah.
So it's vibrant pinks, oranges, greens. Got a lot of blue-collar dads that are missing their safety gear.
Not sure if it's Kokosing Friday or what. Oh, wide open.
Wide open is that. Richards is going to find his man on the far sideline, in for the score, as that is Austin Higgins, I believe, number 34 on the reception. Wow, that was a quick hitter.
Yes, it was.
31 yards into the house. And that'll push the score up to 27-0 with 10:15 to go here in the first half. So they will line up now for the extra point, as Carter will get ready to kick. Snap is back, kick is up. And just like all my predictions, it's good. 28-0 is our score. Mount Vernon on top of Zanesville. You're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
To high-rise, citywide solutions, Sterling Protective Services has you covered. We design custom security systems for your unique property, install HD video surveillance with remote viewing, and provide gate automation, smart keypads, card readers, and mobile access for total control. Plus, our fire alarm systems deliver fast, reliable detection when seconds count. Your security, smarter, safer, stronger. Call Citywide Solutions, Sterling Protective Services today for 24/7 peace of mind.
We come back to action. 28-0 is our score. 10:15 to go here in the first half, as Mount Vernon gets ready to kick it off again. They have 4 unanswered scores, 2 on the ground, 2 in the air. And Vanilla Ice just showed up for the A1A Beachfront Avenue. It is a excellent night of weather again here in Ohio. We have had nothing but perfect weather literally all season long, Ron. This deep into it, Austin and I were talking before the game. You'd expect at some point to have some rain or something come in and ruin your fun, but no, so far so good. As the up man's going to take that at about the 30, got up to the 35, tried to go back across field, which is probably not the best choice. And he'll get wrapped up and draw back down at the 30, and it'll be 1st and 10 from there.
Well, Zanesville, I mean, they've been getting some hits on them. Some of those players out there, they're going both ways. Not a lot of players, on the sidelines, things like that. You're seeing the same people over and over. Man, that's got to be just exhausting. Continuously getting, hammered.
Oh, yeah. And Luke Mullins is taking no mercy on you either. If he sees you with the ball, his only intention is physical punishment.
Oh, yeah.
There's not any sign of mercy in his attack towards you. So Haslett comes out, 2 left, 1 lined up in the pistol behind him as they come set, and he'll send him out of the backfield. That's English. He's going to look. He's got time, and he's going to tuck it and run. He's going to try to get away, but Luke Mullins says not today, and we'll take him down right at the line of scrimmage.
He's very aware of what he's doing, where he is on the field. So he saw the ball sneak around the far side end, and, man, he's in on it, and he's not going to let him go.
So I'll make it second down now. 9:45 to go in the first half. Mind you, after the game, the Pizza Cottage Player of the Game, brought to you all year long. I do believe Mason Richards has won it twice for us. We'll see who wins it here tonight, as there is a couple players putting their names in the hat. Hazlitt comes set in as a shotgun formation, 2 left. English in the backfield with them. A little delay. It looked like maybe confusion on that handoff exchange. And English is lucky to fall forward for about a yard. Mullins again making himself acquainted, this time to one of the offensive linemen for Zanesville, and decided to let him know what it feels like to roll 10 yards extra down the field. But that bell toll means only one thing, Coach. Third down. 3rd and 9 if you want to be exact, as the Blue Devils look to the sideline for the play call. Hazlitt will break the huddle, send 2 left, 2 to the right, and keep 1 in the backfield with him in the form of English. Now he's going to get him out of the backfield. He's going to look at him for a swing pass, and now he's going to go with a pump fake. He's got his receiver there, but the young man held up. He broke free. He knew he was going to be free. He put his hand in the air, but for some reason in that process, lost a step, and that ball fell incomplete, and it's going to make it 4th down. Yeah,
LaShawn Willett was the intended receiver here on the near side. He was coming across the 40, but, yeah, like you said, he just kind of like held up just a little bit. I think if he would have just kept going, he would have had an opportunity to reel that in for sure.
It's a lesson in always running your route regardless of whether you think you get the ball or not. Got a feeling he was thinking maybe he wasn't going to see him. That's why I kind of slowed up. So, again, snaps back. Almost got blocked. Boy, that young man was lucky to get it off. A high kick. It's going to take a Blue Devil bounce, and Wolf will stumble past it. Did he touch it? Hopefully not. Does not look like the official is going to say he did touch it, and it will be down inside the 30. And Wolf got lucky there.
They're going to bring this back. They're going to call roughing the kicker on that. I think the Jackets were going for a block. Had about 3 or 4 people rolling in there. So now he's looking over the sideline on whether or not you want to.
I think it's the unintentional kind, so only a 5. Yeah, running into the kicker. So it wouldn't get him the first down. So instead of putting your kicker back into that position where you could get himself killed the next time, Coach wisely says, you know what, we'll just go ahead and take it 1st and 10 at the 30 or 29. And that's what it will be, as it'll be 8:24 to go here in the first half. 28-0 is our score as Mount Vernon is cruising along here on this Friday evening. So Richards will line up in a shotgun formation as he sends 2 far side to the left, 2 to the near side right, and keeps 1 in the backfield in the form of Hubard with him. Checks over that defense. Man in motion from right to left. He's going to get it on that jet sweep. He's got a block out around the corner. Made a man miss. He's got 1 more in the form of English. And English was able to hold on for a little bit of a ride and finally wrangled him down at about the 35.
Well, I thought there for a second they were going to get held back behind the line of scrimmage, but, man, he was able to get around and get 5 yards. So great job offensively. And, boy, for English to be able to bring him down was pretty good for the Blue Devils.
That was Gavin Gorsuch on the carry there. Once again, Richards will break huddle, shotgun formation, 2 left, 2 to the right, and 1 on his right-hand hip. Man in motion again from left to right this time. As the snap comes, he's going to turn. Hubbard's going to get it off that left side, cuts back in the middle. He's got 1 man to beat at the 40, and he just goes ahead and gives him a bus ride out to the 45. And finally the tires go flat at the 47, but enough for a 1st down.
Moving the chains, and down the field they go.
It's like that, what was it, Cadence? Was that the movie? Working on the chain gang. Anyways, 1st down and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I'll have to think about that.
It's a good movie. Charlie Sheen, I think, is the one that's in it. It's about a prison camp for the military. Anyways, Richards with 1 in the backfield, 1 left, 2 to the right. Turns, hands it off. Hubbard's going to get hit right at that line of scrimmage. He somehow goes through the spin cycle and keeps pulling more and more defenders with him. And he'll fall down inside of Zanesville territory at the 49-yard line. And the Hubbard Express is taking passengers all day long.
And that was no delicate spin cycle either, man. That was kind of like down and dirty and get it down there. So great job for that extra 2, 3, 4th effort for the Jackets.
So second down now as they come set. A little bit of a tight trips formation to the right, one split out far side left as Hubbard's in the backfield again. This time it's going to be a reverse to Gorsuch. He's got around that corner across the 45 down inside to the 40. That'll be enough for a first down and kind of a little counter option play there out of the shotgun. Caught him off guard for the misdirection and pick up a first down.
I think if you're the Jackets, you're kind of content. Just keep it on the ground, keep the clock moving. You've got a 28-0 lead here in the second quarter. So there's no hurry, no rush. Let's work out some of the kinks. Hopefully they get no penalties. Have a clean second, third, and fourth quarter. Get out of here without a whole lot of injuries.
So it's going to be a hybrid shotgun formation as Mullins is a fullback in the backfield. It's fake. It's going to be Richards right across the middle. The receiver's there, and English underneath couldn't hold on to it. Almost had the interception as he undercut the receiver on the route. And he just was not able to bring it in, and it'll go as a loud, incomplete pass.
Yep, right after I said I think they'll be content to run the ball. He goes to the air, tries to stuff it into the end zone. So I guess I won't say that anymore.
Hey, you know, it's just life, right? We offer opinions, and then everybody else proves us wrong. So 5:40 is where the clock stops. 28-0 is our score. Mount Vernon on top of Zanesville. Richards will be lined up in a shotgun formation. 3 right, 1 left as Hubbard's in the backfield. Comes set, takes snap. Hubbard gets it right up the middle. He goes inside the 42, about the 37-yard line. And there he will go down after a short gain of only about 3. So 3rd and 7 now for the Yellow Jackets as clock rolls down to 5:20 here in the first half. In a commanding lead, 28-0. Zanesville still in search of that first win of the season. Opening of conference play here, week number 6, high school football in the beautiful state of Ohio. As Richards will have 1 in the backfield, 1 left, 2 to the right. Takes a snap, turns, hands it off. Hubbard off that right side, a little stutter step across the crease down inside the 35 as he continues to just carry defenders with him. And finally they piled enough concrete up in front of him to stop him. What we got now? We got whistles and stoppage of. What are we doing here?
Well, I'm not really sure why they killed the clock or anything. They've just
the ball popped out at the end there.
Ah.
One of the Zanesville defenders had it, but the officials are saying he was down. Forward momentum had stopped. And it'll bring up a 4th down, and we're going to call it about 3. Ball resting on the 34-yard line of Zanesville on the near hash mark. 28-0 is our score with 4:34 to go in the first half. Shotgun formation, 1 near side right as 3 go far side left, and Hubbard gets in the backfield with him on the left-hand side. Richards looks over the defense as he comes.
No.
Got that bark.
Yep.
You heard the bark all the way up here, and the defense was on their toes, not able to fall back, and it's going to be an encroachment offsides, first down. So Zanesville offers to keep their drive alive with a freebie on 4th down, and the Yellow Jackets will continue their offensive prowess here in the first half. Again, Richards lines up in a shotgun formation, sends 2 left, 2 to the right, and keeps Hubbard in the backfield. Now checks him over to his right-hand hip. Line shifts for the defenders. As he takes a snap, he's going to drop back. He's got time. He's got more time. He got hit as he threw, but he's got his receiver wide open and into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. As again, Dawson on the connection there. 34 yards into the house and score. His 2nd touchdown of the game. And that makes the score 34-0 as they will get set here for another extra point. 3:49 left to go in the first half as the teams come set. The ball is snapped, kick is up. And it is good. Our score, Mount Vernon 35, Zanesville nothing. You're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services. We got a flag at the end of the play. Probably going to be a personal foul. We'll catch that on the backside. Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
Hi, this is Jess Kirby from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. Starting Point is committed not only to life by supporting you in an unexpected pregnancy, but also providing free pregnancy tests, limited OB ultrasounds, STI and STD testing and treatment, and licensed counseling. We offer the Start Here program that is designed to answer your questions about pregnancy and parenting, and where you can earn points to shop in our client-exclusive Bump and Beyond boutique. All programs are completely free for everyone, no income restrictions or insurance required. Visit knoxstartingpoint.com to find your starting point today.
What do you love most about the cooler weather? Snuggling under a warm blanket? Holidays with family? What about the flu? Not so much. Getting your flu shot at Conway's Danville Health Mart Pharmacy is the first line of defense in protecting you, your family, and the community. Get your flu shot today. Visit Conway's Danville Health Mart Pharmacy, your community Health Mart pharmacy at 14 East Main Street, Danville. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Educate.
Well, if you're the Edmund Fitzgerald, it's the Gales of November you need to worry about. But if you're the Zanesville Blue Devils, it's the Gales of September you need to worry about, as they are looking at a 35-0 deficit here with 3:49 to go in the first half. And if I understand this correctly, folks, you might as well go ahead and buckle up and get fast, because I don't think this clock is going to stop unless Zanesville somehow gets this score back down underneath 30 for the remainder of the game. So a penalty there at the end of the extra point is going to be assessed here on the kickoff, so he will start to kick it off inside Zanesville territory at the 45. He gets his foot into it, and forget about it, folks. It'll be a touchback. It's not a bad leg on that young man. I don't know why they don't let him do that a little bit more often.
I know. I was thinking the same thing, so good shot.
So 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. They will start at their own 20-yard line, and you see offensively potential. There's no doubt about that. Hazlitt, Johnson, English, 3 young skilled players, all sophomores, all with capability to grow even greater throughout the next 2 seasons of their career. What concerns you right now is your defense. It's just not had the ability to get some kind of stop anywhere against this offense for the Yellow Jackets. So Hazlitt comes out of the sideline huddle, shotgun formation. He's going to have 1 far right, 2 to the near left. English is in the backfield. Man in motion this time from left to right. As the snap comes, he's going to fake. He's going to try to get it on the swing route. A nice little play if he can make the man miss. He did. Out across the 40 down the sideline, and out of bounds he goes right around the 45, and there is that flag again, Ron. Late hit out of bounds.
I don't know. It looked like a really good hit from here. Now he was on the far side. Maybe he was a step out of bounds. Not really sure, but the flag was thrown. And, yeah, that was, once again, a big hit there by Mullins for sure.
That's going to push the ball down inside Mount Vernon territory to the 45, and that's what we're talking about. You see these glimpses of hope offensively for the Blue Devils. I mean, essentially what you're looking at here, folks, is a JV team playing varsity schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a senior anywhere out there on the field right now for these Blue Devils, and they're doing a good job, but you're just outmanned. It's just the way it is, a young team like that. But offensively, the potential is going to be great the next couple seasons, as English on the dive play out across the 40, down inside to about the 38-yard line. So 2nd down now, and we'll call it 8 as the ball rests on the 40-yard line with 3:20 to go here in the first half. 35-0 is our score. Mount Vernon on top. Hazlitt will break huddle again, shotgun formation, 2 left, 1 right. As English will come out of the backfield on a little swinger. This time he's going to a wide receiver screen, try to come back across traffic. He almost did, but a great job there. I believe that is Smith again on the far side, who was stayed home, recognized what was happening, came up, caught off that angle, and wrapped him up. And here we go again, another flag. And look, if you want to know what the flags are coming from, Mullins is also a master in psychology. So not only is he going to physically punish you, he's going to talk to you while he's doing it, which is going to get your emotion levels up, and then he's going to get you to get another penalty on top of it. It's a technique that when he's your teammate, you love him, and when he's on the other team, you just want to rip his helmet off of him because it frustrates you.
And it's almost like it's sort of a free counseling session, but it's not, because it's 5 or 10 yards. So, I mean, if that's monetarily, you can put your price tag on that.
But he did get caught here on this one, so that's going to push the ball all the way inside the 30-yard line to the 28. You know, and that's a passion player for you. As a coach, you love those kind of kids. Football, it's even more so because you need that kind of kid. And he's that emotional leader out on the field, but every now and then he gets himself a little too excited. And the officials caught it here and gave him a free first down inside the 30. They will break huddle, shotgun formation for the Blue Devils. There'll be 3 out here to the near side left, 1 far side right in the form of Johnson. English in the backfield. Hazlitt keeps the quarterback keep, gets around that corner, the 20. There's a flag. That holding was a little bit egregious there on the backside.
Yeah, you know, the promising 5 or 6 yard run and gets brought back because of a holding penalty. So, like you said, you got little glimmers of positive offensive. Then you have the penalties that kind of march you back the other way. But, you know, like you said, young team, kind of playing around, you know, trying to see what works and grow as the season progresses. And then next year they come back at, they're a year older, and hopefully things are going to gel a little even better.
Year older, a year wiser, as they say. So that penalty moves the ball all the way back to the 35-yard line. It'll make it first. We'll call it 17. Clock down to 2:20 to go here in the first half. 35-0 is the score. Mount Vernon on top early. English motion out of the backfield. Hazlitt takes a snap. He's looking. He's got his man. Oh, and he dropped it as they were trying to hook up on the wide receiver screen. Mullins again getting a talking to as he almost got caught for a late hit. This young man. I love his passion, I do. But he has to maybe dial it down just a minute here and not give a free first down to this Blue Devils offense that is doing nothing to help themselves currently. So second down, 17, ball resting at the 35-yard line, 2:06 to go here in the first half. Zanesville trying to find some life, get some points on the board here today as they are scoreless so far and have given up 35. Hazlitt, play action, quick sling out to the far side. His receiver there at the 30 made 2-man miss, but the third one will not miss, and of course that's Mullins who brings him down and makes it third down or fourth down?
Third. Looks like it's going to be third down 17 or third down and 12.
Ball now back inside the 30-yard line, almost to the original line of scrimmage. Clock continues to roll down to 1:40 here in the first half, 35-0 on the scoreboard. And I got a feeling that the coach is going to let this go down right about to where the play clock hits that one spot. Then he takes a timeout as he stands on that far sideline talking to the official. And the bell continued to toll on third down, Coach. And that's what he's going to do. So timeout, Zanesville will step away too. Mount Vernon 35, Zanesville nothing. You're listening to Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
Education is valuable, and at Mount Vernon Nazarene University, it's affordable too.
Year after year, MVNU continues to be one of the most affordable 4-year private schools in Ohio. Because of competitive financial aid awards, students are able to graduate with less debt.
Did you know that MVNU has ranged in the top 5% best college for the money by College Factual for the past 3 years straight?
Schedule a visit today with mvnu.edu/visit and see for yourself.
At MVNU, the future is bright.
Finally, I made the decision to retire at the end of the year.
That's great. Unfortunately, I'm not in the position to make the move.
I'm sure you've been planning on retirement and working with an advisor who meets with you regularly. If you're uncertain, they'll be able to calculate and at least give you an idea on a retirement date.
Well, that's the problem. My advisor changes all the time, and they are not local, and it's difficult to find a time to meet.
Have you ever thought about calling Spearman Financial Services? They're local, reliable, and embark on 30 years of servicing individuals.
Third down, shotgun formation, 2 left, 2 to the right. Hazlitt takes a snap. He's got his receiver there, and it's incomplete as he had a man open at the 25-yard line, and he was not able to bring it in.
Well, I think Willett was the intended receiver, and I think he just got a little nervous because he heard the footsteps of Mullins coming his direction. So he's like, yeah, I think I'll just let this one go.
It's like a prowling tiger back there in the Serengeti. He's just constantly wreaking havoc on anybody and everybody he can. Like you said earlier, Ron, I mean, he literally is everywhere on the field and has a sense of smelling that play out quickly. Looks like he's going to bring a little pressure now as they line up on 4th and 11. English on the left-hand hip of Hazlitt. 3 left, 1 right. Pressure's coming. He's going to try to go. I mean, that's a pass interference. Drove him right out of bounds, did Smith. And those, like you said earlier, Ron, those are the penalties you don't want. If this is a close game, that's the kind of stuff that keeps the other team in it.
You know, you got to see, you still got to keep your head into the game. You got to think of the fundamentals and think of the airless defense, things that are not going to have that happen. Because, if it's a tight game, you're just going to put yourself in a bad situation.
Well, I tell you, Johnson has been putting Smith to work all night long over there. There is no doubt about that. And he has had a frustrating time with it. Now, Smith has played a great game as well, though, because he's made a lot of good plays. He's also had a couple penalty plays that have cost him when he's dealing with Johnson one-on-one, isolated. And that is an example of it right there as he got called for the defensive holding. It's a 10-yard penalty. It'll make it 4th and 1 at the 19-yard line. And again, the coach for Zanesville is going to let this play clock run all the way down. I'm not quite sure. I kind of get it, but I don't get it. I don't know. I mean, you want your young team to learn and have these opportunities and moments, but you're not leaving yourself a whole lot of time on the back end to get this done. So timeout Zanesville. We'll take a timeout too. You're listening to Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
Education is valuable, and at Mount Vernon Nazarene University, it's affordable too.
Year after year, MVNU continues to be one of the most affordable 4-year private schools in Ohio. Because of competitive financial aid awards, students are able to graduate with less debt.
Did you know that MVNU has ranged in the top 5% best college for the money by College Factual for the past 3 years straight?
Schedule a visit today with mvnu.edu/visit and see for yourself.
At MVNU, the future is bright.
So 4th down and 1 for the Blue Devils as they trail 35-0 with 25 seconds to go here in the first half. Mind you to stick around for the UIS Insurance Investment halftime show as both bands will be performing. So 4th down again as we come set. It's going to be pistol formation, 2 to the left, 1 far right. English in the backfield about 3 yards behind Hazlitt. Now he's going to send him out of that backfield as he's going to look, and the hand is up and almost intercepted. Did not see who tipped it as it was a quick little kind of slant route to Johnson. Defensive line was able to knock it down, and it falls incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Yep, and literally almost fell into the hands of Mullins. Yeah, that's how close he was. Once again, around the ball, he's around the action every time.
Say that he's got a nose for the ball. He is, as they would always say. He could just always sniff it out and know exactly where it was and somehow find himself in a position to make a play on the football. So the Yellow Jackets will come out here with 21 seconds to go in the first half, leading 35-0. I would say maybe take a knee, but they've got an empty backfield as Richards has 2 left, 3 to the right. He's going to send a man in motion now from left to right, fake the handoff to him. They're going to go with a screen. It's Dawson on that far side. He has a man, made a man miss, and tried to spin out of another one across the 30 and goes down at the 32-yard line, and timeout by the Yellow Jackets. So Coach Weber is definitely not going to take his foot off the throttle.
No, he's not. In most cases, you would think that, boom, take a knee, like you said, and let's go in and enjoy halftime and let the bands get out there, do their performance, and we'll come back out in the second half. But, man, they're trying to get some more points on the board for sure.
So it'll be a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. You got 14 seconds to go. I don't know if he's trying to even it back out. I mean, Dawson's got 2 touchdown scores. Huber's got 2. And then you got that one random lone score thrown in there by Higgins. Mm-hmm. Maybe Higgins wants to go with 2 into halftime too, Coach. I mean, why do I got to be left out? So again, it's going to be no backs in the backfield as Richards will have 2 left, 3 to the near side here on the right. As he looks over that defense, comes set. 14 seconds to go here in the first half. Pressure's coming. He's going to step back, and he's going to look downfield. Dawson tipped, and it's going to be intercepted I did not see who was there on the
A little body
interception,
slam.
but
I think it
the
was
ball came loose on the suplex. We got a flag out. Dawson just picked up the defender and threw him backwards. The ball popped out at that stage. I don't know if they're going to say he was down. I do believe you're going to say he's down, so the possession will maintain for the Blue Devils. It'll be interesting to see what the penalty, though, exactly is going to be.
Well, I think what's going to happen, the officials are going to have their work cut out for them come second half, because I think there's a little frustration starting to build here in the innards of the Blue Devils. And, he literally picked that guy up and body slammed him to the ground. Didn't see, from our vantage point, it was really hard to see what was kind of going on down in the huddle, but there was a lot of on the ground. A lot of scrambling was going on. I'm assuming there were a lot of, arms maybe,
twisting,
occasional fists
knee
whatever.
bumps, accidental hand steppage.
Yes. And so they said, that's enough. Let's get control of this game a little bit.
Well, and that's what they're talking to the players about too. Is you're going to have to watch that the second half, like you said. All right, so they're going to line up, just kind of down it here. As Hazlitt's going to take the snap. That's going to be the end of the first half. As the clock expires, our score: Mount Vernon 35, Zanesville nothing. You're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
Finally, I made the decision to retire at the end of the year.
That's great. Unfortunately, I'm not in the position to make the move.
I'm sure you've been planning on retirement and working with an advisor who meets with you regularly. If you're uncertain, they'll be able to calculate and at least give you an idea on a retirement date.
Well, that's the problem. My advisor changes all the time, and they are not local, and it's difficult to find a time to meet.
Have you ever thought about calling Spearman Financial Services? They're local, reliable, and embark on 30 years of servicing individuals and families with their financial needs.
Well, I have heard their commercials, and they do provide no-cost financial consultations. I will give them a call and get my retirement plan back on track.
Spearman Financial Services, financial plans that last a lifetime.
Securities offered through Valmark Securities Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Valmark Advisors Incorporated, SEC registered investment advisor. Spearman Financial Services is a separate entity from Valmark Securities Incorporated and Valmark Advisors Incorporated. Past performances cannot guarantee future results. One cannot invest directly in an index.
Your family, the car that you bought when you were 18, the house you turned into a home. UIS Insurance and Investments protects what you love and provides security when you need it most. As an independent insurance agency, UIS Insurance and Investments is able to design a custom policy that's unique to you and assures that all things you love are safe and sound. For more information, go to uisprotect.com. UIS Insurance and Investments, trusted advisors for all your insurance needs.
UIS Insurance and Investments protects what you love and provides security when you need it the most. They're a full-service, independent insurance agency with a hometown attitude dedicated to providing the best coverage and service possible. UIS Insurance and Investments supports area schools and communities with local offices in Northwest and Central Ohio and Southeast Michigan. For more information, go to uisprotect.com. That's uisprotect.com. UIS Insurance and Investments, trusted advisors for all your insurance needs.
Home has never meant more. It's not just a place, it's where life happens. Protect yours from the inside out with a home insurance policy from Frankenmuth Insurance. Are you ready to get frank about your insurance needs? Start a conversation with the experts at UIS Insurance and Investments and see if a homeowner's policy from Frankenmuth Insurance is right for you. Get started at uisprotect.com. That's uisprotect.com. Trusted advisors for all your insurance needs.
Sponsored by Julie Hall, Sarah Janker, and professional instructor Ron Carlton. Senior drum majors Zoe Meyer and Maddie Springer will be leading the band with this year's show. Music from the movies. Tonight, we bring you music from Top Gun, Mission Impossible, and Despicable Me 2. Let's celebrate the Tom Cruise classic, Top Gun, headed to the danger zone. Lincoln County was going on this evening. At halftime in Northridge High School, Hubard Catholic leads the Vikings 21-7. At Utica, the Redskins are leading at halftime 76-0 over Lakewood. At Lincoln Valley High School, the Panthers lead the Lincoln Heights Hornets 22-0. That game's in the third quarter. Watkins Memorial with a halftime lead over Greenville 21-14. In the second quarter, scored report, Johnstown leading Heath 7-0. Official leaders at halftime for the Yellow Jackets, leading in rushing number 5, Mitchell Richards with 24 yards on the ground, followed by Jim.
Your family, the car that you bought when you were 18, the house you turned into a home. UIS Insurance and Investments protects what you love and provides security when you need it most. As an independent insurance agency, UIS Insurance and Investments is able to design a custom policy that's unique to you and assures that all things you love are safe and sound. For more information, go to uisprotect.com. UIS Insurance and Investments, trusted advisors for all your insurance needs.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Schenk.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742 or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community. Offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
Whether it's your home, farm, auto, business, RV, or boat, Griffin Insurance has you covered. Located at 300 Coshocton Avenue in Mount Vernon, we've been protecting what matters most to Knox County for decades. Call 740-397-7488 today and experience the trusted local service you deserve. Griffin Insurance, coverage you can count on from people you know.
Howard Hilton Grill, just east of Apple Valley on Coshocton Road, has a casual, cozy atmosphere, offering comfort food and good times. Open daily from 10 in the morning to 1 a.m., now adding Sunday morning breakfast at 8 a.m. The Howard Hilton also recently added on an outdoor tiki bar seating patio option with big screen TV. Stop by and enjoy great tastes like the Hilton Burger or enjoy Taco Tuesdays at the Howard Hilton in Howard. That's the Howard Hilton, 740-599-2337.
Are you mechanically inclined and ready to take your career to the next level? If you have experience working on mechanical equipment such as engines or machinery, Ariel Corporation is looking for you. We offer great pay, excellent benefits, unrivaled retirement savings programs, and a safe, clean, and climate-controlled work environment with company-provided tools. Located in Mount Vernon, we offer stability and growth. Apply now at arielcorp.com. That's ARIEL Corp.com.
Dreaming of greater independence? Knox County Mobility Management is your path to accessible transportation. Whether you need to get to the grocery, the doctor, or just somewhere that you need to be, call 740-392-2200, extension 2218. Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. Free transportation coordination services are provided at no charge. Visit knoxhealth.com to learn more. Knox Public Health. Let us help get you where you want to go.
This is Lorraine from Buckeye Stoves. Crisp air, hot chocolate, and football. This is what I think about when fall approaches. I also think about wood, pellet, and gas stoves. At Buckeye Stoves, we can take care of you from start to finish. Are you ready for heating season? Call Buckeye Stoves to schedule a chimney sweep or dryer event. Maintenance is the key. Buckeye Stoves, located on State Route 95 in Fredericktown. BuckeyeStoves.com. Buckeye Stoves, the cozy way to save.
There's something magical about fall at Velvet's Ye Old Mill. Crisp air, changing leaves, and the sweet taste of our delicious ice cream. But don't wait. The season wraps up at the end of October, and so do our scoops. High school athletes, wear your team jersey and score 50% off a single dip scoop in a sugar or cake cone or bowl. Come make one more memory before the season ends. Velvet's Ye Old Mill, where every scoop is a tradition worth savoring.
Welcome to Danbury Mount Vernon by StoryPoint Group, where we spend every minute of every day providing the best for our residents. We offer living options from villas to independent living, assisted living, and memory care. Our network of communities offers a calendar of enriching activities, fresh chef-prepared meals daily, and a supportive and dedicated team, all of which creates an unmatched experience for seniors and families. If you're looking for an award-winning senior living community that feels like home, then Danbury Senior Living is right for you. Come and discover why life at Danbury Community is so special.
Cold showers, leaky water heater. This looks like a job for Mr. Water Heater Guy, here to save the day. Brand new water heaters installed with a tank for just $11.99. Or go tankless with the Renai system for only $34.99. And general plumbing just $225. Parts and labor out the door. Incredible pricing, incredible service. Call 740-324-9912. Mr. Water Heater Guy. Up, and hot water heater problems away.
From home. As we get ready here now for the start of the second half, our score, Mount Vernon 35, Zanesville nothing. And Ron, how did we get here?
Well, it was fast and furious in the first quarter. That's when it all took place with a Jake Hubard 2-yard touchdown run with the point after good. And then it was Jake Hubard with a 1-yard touchdown run. The point after was good there. Then it was Mason Richards connecting with Landon Dawson for an 88-yard touchdown pass. What a great pass that was. All of this, mind you, in the first quarter. Then Richards once again connecting with Bryce Krieger for 31 yards. Another touchdown with a good point after. And then to wrap up the first quarter with 36 seconds to go, Richards completed to Landon Dawson for 29 yards. Not much happened after that. The second quarter was just a back and forth, but it brings us to 35-0 here at the halftime. And, you know, looking at how Richards, Mason Richards, I mean, he 11 attempts, completed 8 of them, 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. So pretty impressive there.
Not a bad first half at all.
Not too bad.
No, not at all. So Mount Vernon will kick it off as it's going to be a low end over end directional kick. And they'll go out of bounds, and the Blue Devils will start 1st and 10 from their own 35. And, you know, Ron, we talked a lot about it that first half. The offense, this young offense for the Blue Devils has got potential. They're going to be some good athletes here in the next couple of years, but well, that defense is just going to need some work. They've just had struggles all over the field, not only in the passing game, as you were reading off the numbers there, but just stopping the run game, too.
Well, you just kind of hope like their program is building. You don't know what's coming behind, you know. Most of these schools anymore, I mean, they're starting football when they're 2. You know,
true story.
You just don't know about the programs and how they're developing through the years. And then, you know, and every school's the same. You get that wave, you know. You got a wave of some really good talent, some good players, and then all of a sudden it goes down and then it comes back.
They're going to go with a little swing pass screen route there to English out of the backfield in motion. And he'll get out across the 40 to about the 44-yard line. We'll go down there. Nice gain there on that first down. And something that he probably saw, that was a deliberately drawn up screen to the Y side of the field with his 3 wide receivers out there. And he had blockers out in front. A good job, though. I believe that was Dawson who came from the backside and drove him out of bounds, stop him at 2nd down and 2 from the 35. Again, second half, 35-point lead. The clock will not stop unless Zanesville gets it back down under 30. So this will be fast and furious action as the handoff is going to go off that right side as he was able to get across the 45, and then somebody decided to just unceremoniously plant him in the ground. I believe that was Smith over there on the far side with the tackle.
Yeah, nice tackle there. Looks like number 2 as well, Liam Richards.
But it is enough for a first down for the Blue Devils as that pushes the ball out to the 48-yard line and makes it 1st and 10. Again, remind you to stick around after the game for the Pizza Cottage player of the game. Next week's action will be Cardington at Danville and Loudonville at Fredericktown. Shotgun formation, takes a snap as Hazlitt turns, hands it off, a dive off that right side, and again hit right at that line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
Grayson Deem.
As that was, I believe, Quincy Chasen on the carry.
I tell you what, they're hitting hard out there. That defense for the Jackets. I mean, they accelerate to the ball and they hit hard. They are a hard-hitting defensive team.
They go with intention. There's no hesitation with what they're trying to do. They know exactly what they want to do. That's put their shoulder pads on you and see how hard they can drive you through the ground. So again, shotgun formation as Hazlitt will have Chasen on his left-hand hip. 2 split out left. Now he sends them out of the backfield. They tried to do this in the first half. They're going to fake it, and Hazlitt tries to keep it, and that was just, I don't know who they were hoping to sell that one on, but nobody was buying.
Nope. Carter Hill with the tackle there by the Jackets. 3rd and long now. Great halftime performance by both bands tonight, so a great job. And homecoming celebrations and festivities continuing to go here at the Jackets. And the bells are tolled.
3rd down, coach. 3rd down, coach. Mr. Bill Davis, great assistant coach I had, would say that to me every time at practice when we were warming up, because this was one of the theme songs or one of the songs playing on the playlist. Yep, 3rd down, coach. So Hazlitt will have Gasson lined up behind him in the pistol formation as he sends out too far right, and we got flags and a delay game. Wow. Ouch. You don't want that coming out here in the second half, especially with a clock that doesn't stop anyways. You know you're just kind of having to keep moving, and that's what they're going to do right to the line of scrimmage. Run it, boys, as Coach would always say. So again, shotgun formation, pistol. 2 split out far right as Hazlitt takes snap. Going to roll right. He's going to look down that way. He's got a receiver there and just overshot him. Didn't even really have pressure on him, just was a bad release it looked like.
Yeah, he's done that a few times tonight where the receiver would be open and just – and that, I'm not – it's a hard pass. I mean, especially a young kid. You know, he's freshmen, sophomores out there trying to do this. You're moving to the right and trying to throw the ball downfield a little bit. So, you know, it's going to happen. And eventually they mature into that and they're able to connect. But, yeah, he's had that happen a few times where either too high or off to the right a little bit, and that one's off to the right.
So that'll bring up 4th down, and they'll have to set up the punting team as Wolf will line up at his own 20-yard line. Had a little scare last time as he almost ran into the ball, couldn't quite pick it up. It's going to be a short kick. It's going to take a Blue Devil bounce and then take a Mount Vernon spin as it's going to roll back to about the 37-yard line, and that's where we'll be down 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's action: Mr. Water Heater Guy, Velvet Ice Cream, Conway's Danville Pharmacy, Ariel Corporation, Citywide Solutions, Knox Public Health, Mobility Management, Danbury Senior Living, Buckeye Stoves, Pizza Cottage, Spearman Financial Services, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Howard Hilton Griffin Insurance, Starting Point in Knox County, and our title sponsor, Knox County Veteran Services Office. So shotgun formation for Richards as he will have nobody in the backfield again. 2 left, 3 to the right. Man in motion from left to right as he's going to turn and he's going to hand it off to him. It's going to be a dive right up the middle for Wolf up to the 40. Ran into his own player, and he'll still push forward to about the 42-yard line before he goes down. So another wrinkle to the offense for the Yellow Jackets, and a game like this really does allow your coaching staff to kind of take a little risk, see what some plays look like against live action other than your own team. And Wolf is definitely an athlete that you want to highlight his ability. So Richards now will have a shotgun formation with 1 in the backfield. 2 left, 2 to the right. As he looks over that defense, comes set, takes snap, turns, Hubard right up the middle, hits a defender there, bounces off at him, across the 45, carries a couple more up to the 47, and he'll go down there, but not before he picked up a 1st down.
Just powering through that defensive line. You got nice, good 2nd and 3rd effort, getting them 5-6 yards to carry, clock runs.
But just shy of the Blue Devil territory are they now at the 48-yard line with 5:15 to go here in the third quarter, up 35-0. Richards will check him out of the huddle, send 2 left, 2 to the right, and keep 1 in the backfield with him on his right-hand hip. Takes a snap. He's going to turn. Hubbard to counterplay. He's going to make 2 defenders miss, and the third one finally stands him up straight. And his teammates come to bring him down as well for help, but gain of 2 on that play.
Right, number 7, Caden Carr, in on the tackle for the Blue Devils.
And Hubbard's a nice little complimentary back there for Richards. Kind of a honest keeper. He's a power back. He's going to get yards for you every time he touches the ball. So you can't just focus strictly on Richards, who's got great feet as well. So again, shotgun, pistol formation. 3 right, 1 left as Richards has Hubbard behind him. He's going to take it, turns, hands it off. Hubbard off that right side, and great penetration at that defensive line. Again, I believe that was Carr in there to wrap him up, and a loss of a yard.
Yep, kind of held him, stood him up right there. So nice defensive effort. And, every now and then you see that little hint of defense sparking through the offensive line and dropping them right at the line of scrimmage. But, you just will eventually grow into that as the years go by.
So Richards will break huddle this time on 3rd and 10. Shotgun formation, 3 left, 1 near side right. As it looks like Fitzpatrick checked in and is on his right hand or left hand hip. He gets the snap, and boy, I don't know if there's confusion or his offensive lineman said Ole. But that defensive front was in the backfield quickly.
Yeah, Logan Goldsmith there for the Blue Devils, able to sneak his way through there and trip him up and drop him at the line of scrimmage. So the Jackets will be forced to punt away. I believe this is the first punt of the game for the Jackets.
So Dawson will do the kicking duties, and Cameron Willett will line up at about his own 24-yard line to return this. I'm going to put it past Weber to run a fake punt here. So Dawson, low snap. He's going to take his time. He could have ran that ball. Yeah, he's going to get his foot into a nice end-over-end kick, and is actually going to hit one of the players downfield for Mount Vernon and check up right there. So Blue Devils will have it at their own 16-yard line. And, well, I mean, that punt coverage team turned and ran downfield. They didn't even watch him. And if he wanted to just kind of take that and run it, he would have had the first down. But nonetheless, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils, trailing 35-0. So 15-yard line was where it will be spotted. 1st and 10. Down to 2:45 to go here in the third quarter. 35-0 is our score. As Hazlitt leads his team out onto the field again, pistol formation, 2 left, Johnson near side, 2 right, Johnson near side left. As Chasen will line up behind him, he's going to get him on a little swing route. Nope, that's going to be his wide receiver on the out route. A nice block, a nice stutter step back inside across the 20. And finally, after his Fred Astaire tap dancing routine, he'll get taken down, but a gain of 8.
Yeah, Maddox Muller, nice catch. Now, we've seen that several times tonight where they were able to connect, and he was able to kind of weave his way through the defense and get himself 9, 8, 10 yards. So nice play there by the Blue Devils.
Bring up a 2nd down and 1. Hazlitt breaks the huddle. Down to 15 seconds on that play clock. A little more urgency for this team as they're down to 10 now, and he's still talking to his running back. Now brings him up on the left-hand side, has 1 split out far right, 2 left, down to 3 seconds. Gets the ball off. It's going to be a keeper off that left side. Wow, he went right through 2 defenders and somehow was able to squeak forward across the 30 before thrown down by Mullins. But he looked dead to rights in the backfield and somehow shot right between both of them.
He got through.
A squeaky little bugger. So it makes it 1st and 10 as the Blue Devils keep their drive alive as the ball out across the 30-yard line to the 33. Down to 1:15 to go here in the third quarter. As I told you, folks, it's going to go fast. 1 or 2 series a team at most. And we will be done. So Hazlitt again breaks huddle. Jason in the backfield still seems a little confused on what to do. Each play he has to have a little extra conversation, and this time he gets the handoff. He's going off that left side, and boy, he had no room to operate there as he will get wrapped up and driven backwards. They'll say he got back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll make it second down.
Yeah, Landon Dawson in on the tackle, the Jackets, along with a couple other defenders.
So second down now. Clock down to 30 seconds here in the third quarter. Mind you stick around after the game for the Pizza Cottage player of the game. Me personally, I'm eyeing two individuals, Hubard and Mullins. So Hazlitt again, pistol formation, chasing behind him. Two split right, one left. He's going to roll right. He's going to feel the pressure comes, tries to get outside, and just throws the ball away. A wise choice by the young man there. Don't take the loss. And that is the end of the third quarter. So our score, Mount Vernon 35, Zanesville nothing. You're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
To high rises, Citywide Solutions, Sterling Protective Services has you covered. We design custom security systems for your unique property, install HD video surveillance with remote viewing, and provide gate automation, smart keypads, card readers, and mobile access for total control. Plus, our fire alarm systems deliver fast, reliable detection when seconds count. Your security, smarter, safer, stronger. Call Citywide Solutions, Sterling Protective Services today for 24/7 peace of mind.
Hi, this is Jess Kirby from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. Starting Point is committed not only to life by supporting you in an unexpected pregnancy, but also providing free pregnancy tests, limited OB ultrasounds, STI and STD testing and treatment, and licensed counseling. We offer the Start Here program that is designed to answer your questions about pregnancy and parenting, and where you can earn points to shop in our client-exclusive Bump and Beyond boutique. All programs are completely free for everyone, no income restrictions or insurance required. Visit knoxstartingpoint.com to find your starting point today.
So the start of the fourth quarter, the Blue Devils have the ball, third down and 10 at the 33-yard line. They trail 35-0 as the Yellow Jackets have had a very powerful offensive output here in the first half. Now the third quarter went by really quick. They had one possession, weren't able to score. And now here we sit at the start of the fourth. Shotgun formation as Hazlitt is going to now send his running back out of the backfield in formation on a slant route and almost intercepted as he was trying to hook up there with his wide receiver, LaShawn Willett, on a little slant route, and it's incomplete, bringing up fourth down, and the punt team comes out.
Yeah, I think it was Tariq Wares in there defensively for the Jackets. A little tip drill going on there. I thought maybe there for a second it was going to get intercepted, but dropped to the turf and forces Blue Devils into a punting situation once again. You know, we mentioned the score 35-0. We have to kind of let everybody know that that all took place in the first quarter.
Pretty much, yeah.
After that, we haven't seen any scoring.
Well, you had two in the second quarter.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Yep, you're good. You're good. But, yeah, they were early, and it's been kind of stagnant ever since, to get to your point. There's a high-end over-end kick, takes a hard 90 at about the 37-yard line, and then rolls down a little bit more to around the 36. Nope, they'll say he touched it at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets with 10:52 to go here in the ball game. 35-0 is our score. As I got a feeling we will start to see a lot of clean jerseys exit the sideline. Nope.
Yeah, that's the thing about it. You know, I'm glad you said that about clean jerseys because, you know, back in the day we played on real grass and dirt and mud and everything. So we never had clean jerseys. They got this artificial turf on about every high school field now. You know, moms and dads, moms especially, are loving the fact that they don't have to shout out everything.
Yep.
Throwing it in the laundry. So, but yeah, they're the only thing they have is that black rubbery stuff that gets stuck on the jersey. I'm sure not fun to clean off either. But I think they got the original offense out there, though.
They do. They do. Richards is still out there along with the rest of them. Two split out far right, one near side to the left. As Hubbard's in the backfield and will get the handoff. He's going to go off that left side. He's going to make a man miss, spin out of a tackle down across the 30, and he'll fall into another couple extra yards there before he goes down. Gain of about 6 on first down.
You know, we saw a couple in the first half, couple good long passing plays, touchdowns. We haven't seen a breakout run yet for big yardage for the Jackets, and
there's been a couple threats about a 15 to 25-yard variety, but yeah, you're right. There hasn't been that home run hit. So Richards again Hubbard in the backfield, 2 right, 1 left. As he's going to turn again. Hubbard will get it. He said, I heard you, Ron. I'll raise you 2. I'm going to get to the outside, and I got you, boss. Down across the 40, 30. He's got one man to beat with a stiff arm and gets driven out of bounds. But a huge run there by Hubbard all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And is there a flag somewhere? Because it looks like a lot of Mount Vernon players are hanging out. And look, holding.
Man, oh, man. The big play gets reeled all the way back.
Theme of the year. The theme of 2025 on WNBO Friday Night Lights football is penalty after penalty after penalty. So what was going to be about a 50-yard run by Hubbard to answer Ron's question.
Yeah. Right on cue.
They get a penalty. Now, the oddity of this situation is penalties are spot fouls. So from the spot, you go back 10, which still was enough to keep them past the line to gain to get a first down. I don't know, folks. I couldn't make it up. So Richards again, shotgun formation, 2 right, 1 left, as it looks like Hubbard's still in the back. Nope, that's going to be Fitzpatrick who gets the handoff. He's like, I've got you now this time, Ron, and I'll go around the corner, and I've got that get away from the cops kind of speed. Touchdown, Jackets. That is a 62-yard scamper into the house.
What a great run, and you know what? Right on cue. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Oh,
Are you
my
kidding
goodness.
me? Are you another holding?
Oh,
wow.
my goodness.
Wow. Wow. Well, we almost had something there.
Well, I'm
reset.
gonna have to hit delete here on my scoring thing.
Now,
that's 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Now, as a coach, I would be like livid.
Yeah.
I would be like, you got to be kidding me.
I am amazed Weber is not going crazy on the sideline here, but nonetheless, they still get a 5-yard or 8-yard gain out of it.
Yeah.
And it'll bring up 2nd down and 3.
And the clock keeps rolling.
And the clock keeps rolling. The Thunder rolls.
I want to say they have enough time possibly to score again, but the way the clock's running so fast, they might not. Especially if they can't stop holding.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they can get one of these running plays off without a holding penalty, they should be pretty good. So we'll try it again. 2 right, 1 to the near side left, as it's going to be Hubbard this time in the backfield. This time he's got a crease, and this time he's got a hole that's just as big. He's down across the 30. He's got one man left to beat. If he can, he just drops his shoulder at the 5 or the 10.
Hold on.
And he goes down at the 5. And, Ron, we got no flags.
Hold on.
No flags, Ron.
Are you sure?
Ron, no flags.
Are you wait a minute.
No, we're good. We're
Are
good.
you sure?
I'm positive.
There's no flags on the play.
Attaboy.
Unbelievable. Wow.
What a great run by Hubbard. And that's
awesome.
And we're going to take a timeout at Zanesville. Zanesville is going to take a timeout. We're going to step out too. Mount Vernon 35, Zanesville nothing. You're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
What do you love most about the cooler weather? Snuggling under a warm blanket? Holidays with family? What about the flu? Not so much. Getting your flu shot at Conway's Danville Health Mart Pharmacy is the first line of defense in protecting you, your family, and the community. Get your flu shot today. Visit Conway's Danville Health Mart Pharmacy, your community Health Mart Pharmacy at 14 East Main Street, Danville. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
So out of this timeout, it'll be 1st and goal. The Yellow Jackets at the 4-yard line. 7:04 to go here in the ball game.
Yeah, we were talking during the break. I mean, they ran the same play 3 times in a row. First 2 got back holding. The third one was successful.
Yeah, the third one they just decided finally not throw the flag. So Fitzpatrick checks back in. He'll be on the right-hand hip of Richards as he has 2 split out right, 1 left, turns, hands it off. Fitzpatrick dives across the 3, and he'll fall down right about the 2.5-yard line, maybe 1. And it'll make it 2nd down and goal. And quickly they'll go right back to the line of scrimmage. Same setup. As Richards comes set, turns again, hands it off. Fitzpatrick, this time, touchdown, Jackets. So at first you don't succeed, try again.
Keep on going.
And the Yellow Jackets were able to capitalize finally as Fitzpatrick was able to run it in from 2 yards out and pushes the score up to 41-0. So they will get set here for the extra point. Carter will be doing the kicking. As the ball is snapped, kick is up. And good. So our score, Mount Vernon 42, Zanesville nothing. You're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
Education is valuable, and at Mount Vernon Nazarene University, it's affordable too.
Year after year, MVNU continues to be one of the most affordable four-year private schools in Ohio. Because of competitive financial aid awards, students are able to graduate with less debt.
Did you know that MVNU has ranged in the top 5% best college for the money by College Factual for the past 3 years straight?
Schedule a visit today with mvnu.edu/visit and see for yourself.
At MVNU, the future is bright.
Finally, I made the decision to retire at the end of the year.
That's great. Unfortunately, I'm not in the position to make the move.
I'm sure you've been planning on retirement and working with an advisor who meets with you regularly. If you're uncertain, they'll be able to calculate and at least give you an idea on a retirement date.
Well, that's the problem. My advisor changes all the time, and they are not local, and it's difficult to find a time to meet.
Have you ever thought about calling Spearman Financial Services? They're local, reliable, and embark on 30 years of servicing individuals and families with their financial needs.
Well, I have heard their commercials, and they do provide no-cost financial consultations. I will give them a call and get my retirement plan back on track.
Spearman Financial Services, financial plans that last a lifetime.
Securities offered through Valmark Securities Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Valmark Advisors Incorporated, SEC registered investment advisor. Spearman Financial Services is a separate entity from Valmark Securities Incorporated and Valmark Advisors Incorporated. Past performances cannot guarantee future results. One cannot invest directly in an index.
So a penalty after the extra point was on Mount Vernon. It'll move the ball back to the 25-yard line, and that's where they will tee it off. As Willett, along with Moeller, back deep. So a low end over and kick hit by the up man, and they don't even know what they want to do, and they're just going to finally fall on it. It's the comedy of errors there on that play, and luckily the young man was wise enough just to maintain possession, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils at their own 34.
Yeah, it was kind of a little hot potato down there. Nobody kind of touch it. No, you do it. You get it. You got to down it. The other team's coming. Cover it up.
That would have been a absolute embarrassment at the end of the game to have that happen. So it does look like the second team is going to get a little reps here now as we got a couple new faces coming out here for the Yellow Jackets on defense. Offensively, though, for the Blue Devils, we will also have some substitutions as checking in at quarterback, number 16, Ashton Gators. Takes a snap, turns, it's going to be a handoff to Gayson, and this time he's got a crease out across the 40 to the 45, and he'll get wrapped up and taken down right there. Nice run by that young man against the second defense.
Kind of get to see a little bit of a Saturday morning game going on right now. Nice run there by Jason for the Blue Devils. Clock continues to run here in the final quarter of the ball game. The Jackets 42, Zanesville yet to score.
Trying to find a cure to that. Here are they now as they line up in a shotgun pistol formation. Jason will be sent out of the backfield in motion as Geider is going to make a quick throw and
late hit.
Boy. Young man, you get an opportunity to come out here on the field. You cannot get your penalties.
Yeah.
Automatic first down. Keeps your drive alive and moves them all the way inside of Mount Vernon territory. Again, reminder, next week we will have Centerburg traveling to Danville and Loudonville traveling down to Fredericktown for 2 KMAC action games. So the ball will be spotted at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. As Gators come set, chasing behind them. 2 left, 2 to the right, now man in motion from right to left. Play clock down to 20 seconds as he looks over the defense. Game clock down to 3:12. Takes a snap, rolls left, get pass over the middle, and it's caught. Yeah, it was a great catch in traffic there by the young wide receiver for Zanesville as he paid the price and goes down at the 21-yard line.
It's actually a really good pass there and a nice catch. Number 23, Zarjay Gladden. But good connection there.
So it gives them another first down and puts the ball at the 22-yard line. Right now the defense is in serious danger of losing that shutout if this defense can't figure it out on the second team. So Gators again with Gation behind him and a pistol. 2 left, 2 to the right. He's going to look. He's going to lob it right. He's got a man there, but, boy, that just sailed out of bounds and incomplete.
Ran out of real estate there. Trying to go for that corner in the end zone. Just not enough room. Squeeze it in.
William Richards was on the coverage there for the Jackets. Brings up a 2nd down and 10. Again, remind you to stick around after the game for the Knox County. Boy, I just went completely blank on
Pizza
County player of the game. But the starting point in Knox County post-game show. Anyways, Gation with the run there off the left side. And he runs into a host of Yellow Jackets for a loss of about 3.
Yeah, give these guys credit, man. Sophomore going in there. Aaron Snyder in with the first hit there defensively for the Jackets, getting this Friday night field feel. So got to find their names on the roster. Give them a little credit when it's due.
So where's the toll? As you know, it is 3rd down, Coach. Gators pistol formation. He's going to send the running back out in motion to the left. 2 left to the right. Looks right across the middle and almost intercepted. As the middle linebacker there, number 19 for Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, Aiden McDaniel. Man,
young Aiden McDaniel.
That. Yeah.
I know that young man. He used to play football with my daughter when he was going to Utica. It's a good family. So it'll bring up a 4th down and 11. Clock down under a minute to go here. Kind of the last hurrah here for the Blue Devils. Got to at least get a first down if you want to keep your hopes alive. Pistol formation, 2 left, 2 to the right. Back goes in motion out of the backfield. Pressure comes. The ball is tipped and knocked incomplete. And that'll be the final play there of the offensive series for the Blue Devils. That'll force a turnover on downs with 30 seconds to left to go in the ball game.
Yeah, that was Malachi Goodwin able to get his hands on that and knock that ball down, that pass. So he was pretty excited about it. So it was a great play. Nice job defensively for the Jackets to pretty much ride this out to the end with 30 seconds to go.
And that's exactly what they'll do is they'll come out in a victory formation, take a knee, let the clock run out, and move to 4-2 as Zanesville will slide to 0-6. And Mount Vernon will start the LCL conference play 1-0. So Richards will be set, takes the snap, takes the knee, and that will be the ball game. Mount Vernon is victorious 42-0 over top at Zanesville. Stick around for the starting point of Knox County postgame show on the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
Hey, football fans, as we cheer on our teams this season, let's talk about a crucial support team right here in Mount Vernon.
At Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center, we're here to support you through every decision, just like a coach guides you through the big game.
Whether it's about pregnancy testing or exploring your options, Starting Point is all about giving you the information and support you need.
Just like every play counts on the field, every choice you make for your life matters.
For more information, visit knoxstartingpoint.com.
Knox Starting Point, you have more choices than you think.
Welcome back to the Starting Point in Knox County postgame show as we bring you the final action here of Week 6. Mount Vernon victorious 42-0 over top of Zanesville. It was 2 touchdown runs early in the first quarter by Hubard, and then it was a Dawson 88-yard touchdown reception, followed up by another 29-yard touchdown reception in the second quarter. And inked in between there was a 31-yard reception. And then the young player, number 34. And then to finally finish off the game, not until the fourth quarter, Fitzpatrick punches it in with a 1-yard or 1.5-yard run. That gets us to our score here at 42-0. And Ron, I think we talked a little bit there before we came in after break. Hubard pretty much had a great game on the ground and did a good job here in the second half of kind of sealing the deal.
Yeah, you know, that aggressive defensive play, he's just all over the place. Loved his enthusiasm, even though, man, he might have had a couple penalties. But, you know, as a coach, you're never going to frown on his aggressiveness, and that's, you know, you'd like to see that. So, absolutely.
So, great job by the Yellow Jackets as they go to 4-2. Mount Vernon on next week as they continue the LCL play. I believe we'll head down to Licking Valley. Our games will be Centerburg at Danville and Loudonville at Fredericktown. For Austin, who is bringing you all of the beautiful sights, Ron Strong, I'm Kyle Kerstetter. Have a great week and God bless.